If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Call 724-658-5900. Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Good evening, Newcastle, and a very pleasant welcome to, do you believe it, the 8th of September. And this is Newswatch Nightly, and we're putting together some information that you need to know. It's coming out, and also people are asking us about certain events and games. So we are retooling to meet that need, just as you would if you were in a steel mill or a plant or something like that. So let's just get to it. First of all, this morning's Newswatch has come to my attention that it was technically flawed, and that was due to our retooling to meet the needs of the youth of Lawrence County. If a governor's not going to do it, then we better do it. Right now, there is question on football. And there's only so much of an economy and so much of human interest that you can hurt. And then the cure becomes worse than the disease, COVID, that he's fighting. Unfortunately, Governor Wolf does not understand that. The PIAA does. The WPIAL does. But Governor Wolf, he doesn't. In his limiting the spectatorship at high school football games, Governor Wolf doesn't realize that he's hurt a lot of small towns and communities that's an economic engine for them. He doesn't realize, even more importantly, how he's hurt the kids who might never get a chance to play again. Thus, Nctv45 has taken a huge undertaking. Here at the station, we are attempting to air all the high school football games in the county on the days they are. For instance, Friday, September 11th, Neshannock hosts Laurel. Newcastle hosts Aliquippa, and Mohawk travels to Elwood. We hope to be able to bring you all three games. Then on Saturday at 6:30, the Wilmington Greyhounds take on Greenville, while the Union Scotties travel to Shenango. Once again, we hope to be able to bring you all the games. We have had to retool, move cameras around, shift what we have to accommodate everybody and everything. We're doing it. Now, in the interim, sometimes things get misconstrued, a button doesn't get pushed, and for that I truly apologize. But I truly look after doing the best for Lawrence County and the best for the students of Lawrence County. Today, we received the email, and let me just stretch over here. The email came in about the COVID testing. Okay, now, there's reason to believe that the numbers that they put out are not accurate, as so many times it has been cited. 496, I'll round it to 500 positives. But we are definitely can't confirm that, because this man is a little negative about the positives and positive about the negatives, as they would say on the Three Stooges. Governor Wolf says there's 140,359 cases, and we totally doubt him, his Secretary of Health, and if they're accurately doing a good job. I'd like an independent study. Governor Wolf announced, and he's getting it slow, but he's getting it. It's starting September 21st. He's increasing the occupancy to 50%. for restaurants. Restaurants may increase their indoor occupancy to 50% starting the 21st to ensure that these businesses operate safely in Pennsylvania, continue to mitigate, and will commit strictly to comply to all health safety guidelines. He gives a list of the requirements and then goes on. The statement that the owner understands that certifies is subject to penalties for unsworn falsification of authorities. Governor Wolf, if you've done that on the inside, you've immediately contradicted yourself. Football stadiums are on the outside and in wide open spaces. He then came out with the release that frequently asked questions restaurant owners to reference the newly announced self-certification process. The process open and certifies Pennsylvanians to ensure that customers and employees know they can dine safely, committed to strict complying with public health safety guidelines. You know, it's interesting because Kamala Harris said she wasn't going to take the vaccine, and she cited science. Well, the science is that the study in the Netherlands reflected that the masks are not preventing anything. So more people can be inside if the place holds, all say, 2,000 people. More people can be inside than out of a football stadium. I get it. Not really. Eligible unemployment workers will start receiving an extra $300 a week as early as Monday, September 14th. You had to certify, but once you were in these other qualifying programs, you were safe. Regular unemployment compensation, pandemic unemployment compensation, pandemic unemployment assistance, Pennsylvania extended benefits, shared worker short-time compensation, and trade readjustment allowances. So that to begin on Monday. Governor Wolf calls for legislative action to help homeowners and renters avoid an eviction cliff. Now, because a lot of people haven't been working, he goes on to say, we must address the mounting rent debt to help tenants stay in their homes and allow landlords to pay their mortgages. If the legislature does not act to fix the state relief program, even more families will be facing homelessness on January 1st during the coldest time of the year. That's a heartfelt thought there, Governor Wolf. Let business start opening. Now this from this morning, and this is almost comical. The mayor of Pittsburgh, Peduto, protests in the streets must have a permit. And the ACLU agrees with the mayor. But the mayor didn't agree with anybody until they came to his house. In addition, you cannot harass people. Furthermore, if you're a hardworking individual, you can not celebrate Labor Day with a parade in the city of Pittsburgh. Whoa. Are you getting this? Doing the right thing is wrong, and doing the wrong thing now is right. The mayor wasn't interested in anything until they knocked on his door. Then it became a problem. Then it was an issue. Holy cow. Holy cow. Just amazing how far the left lets everything continue. Well, PennDOT is now accepting applications for 2022 improvements under the Multi-Modal Transportation Fund. The Department of Transportation announced that applications will be accepted to fund the new transportation improvement projects under the Multimodal Transportation Fund through November 6th. The MTF enhances connectivity in our state and allows projects to benefit all regions. Projects are selected based on safety, benefits, and regional economic conditions, technical, financial feasibility, job creation, and energy efficiency and operational sustainability. Now, it's interesting with that coming out because All Aboard Erie was looking to get high-speed rail service between Erie and Pittsburgh, which would have helped both cities. And after helping both cities, then it would have spurred traffic coming from Cleveland and Buffalo. But he wasn't ready for that. Makes you wonder. And one more before we scoot over to sports. Pennsylvania's updated COVID-19 early warning monitor dashboard county transmission levels cases traced to businesses. Rachel Levine and Wolf today released a weekly status detailing the state's mitigation based on early warning system. Updates are released each Monday. Level of community transmission as a basis for recommendations for pre-K schools to determine instruction. You know, when you can't get the numbers right before any of this, how do you even know you have a problem? Then they can keep doing it. Let's go to sports, and we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's get to a little thing called college football. This weekend, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish will host the Duke Blue Devils as they play a little thing out in South Bend, Indiana called football, and not just football, but Notre Dame football. As the Irish now will play out of the ACC conference with foes such as North Carolina, Pitt, Clemson, Georgia Tech. It should be interesting for the Irish. Now, also a little Irish honor here, going to former famed coach Lou Holtz. He's to receive the Medal of Freedom from President Donald Trump on Friday. Yes, Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor. And it's going to be given to longtime football coach Lou Holtz. We salute Lou. And this could be the year where the Irish look to play Clemson maybe 3 times. Clemson picked as a heavy favorite to win the ACC. And right on their tail is Notre Dame, and we'll see if the Irish can make it interesting. So this will be an interesting year for ACC football and Notre Dame. Now, some other games of interest this weekend. It is West Virginia at home against Eastern Kentucky. The University of Pittsburgh at home against Austin Peay. And everybody will be having their eye on the Clemson Tigers as they take on Wake Forest, and that game at Wake Forest. So if you plan to stay up late, it's Coastal Carolina taking on Kansas on Saturday, and that will round out college football. Now, keep in mind that here at NCTV45, we hope, and barring any kind of serious goings on in the atmosphere, we'll have the Eloquent Equips visiting the Newcastle Red Hurricane. Also, we will have Laurel Spartans visiting the Shannick, and Mohawk, why they're taking on Elwood City. Then on Saturday, attention will shift to Union taking on Shenango, and the Wilmington Greyhounds taking on the Greenville Trojans. This is the Cedar Sports Corner Report. Let's go Irish. We're going to take this time out. We'll be right back after we hear from these great people. Don't fumble the ball. There's more in store.
Rally, sons of Notre Dame, sing the glory and sound of fame, grace the golden blue.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Long, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello,
Come on, shake your
friends,
body, baby, do
and
that conga.
it's
No, you can't control yourself
Los
any
Amigos.
longer.
Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them NCTV45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
You can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the
Buongiorno! Yes, it's two fat guys in an oven with their great Italian pastries, bread, pizzelles, pizza, sandwiches, everything you could imagine at two fat guys in an oven. They're great for lunch, great for take home, and great for any time. You just want to get away and get something to eat, get that cup of coffee, and that great treat. Two fat guys in an oven, give them a try right. Okay, folks, sometimes the click doesn't click. Well, the Department of Health, and you know, I almost feel as though, and I believe that this is a real problem, this COVID. However, I feel like somebody's trying to sell me a bill of goods here. The Department of Health shares weekly updates on COVID investigations, contract tracing, and monitoring efforts. Now, contact tracing is not possible without an investigation by the public health professional between and they just hired these people. So they used professional in there to ask somebody where they went. I want to get down to how many real cases we've had, who's been sick, and who died of other complications. We know the problem centers in the nursing home. Department of Human Services distributes CARES funding to Pennsylvania direct care workers, which I agree, those people that are working on the front line should have some combat pay. It's maybe the one spot that is actually correct. The Department of Health accesses nutritious food and more physical activity needed to decrease childhood obesity. Well, folks, as long as we're in a lockdown and kids can't go out and play, you think childhood obesity, I'm just wondering, you think it's going to be a problem? Eating and sitting? Everybody's put on pounds during COVID, including yours truly. I don't think when you're saying they need more physical activity, open up the playgrounds, open up the schools, open everything up, and let's get back to normal. This I found really humorous before I do our segment on the White House. 60 days to the election. Apply for your mail-in ballot today. And then, and you can't write this, at the bottom, it's in Korean, Chinese, Japanese. It was in like what looked like Russian. All these languages. Is the world voting? Last time I checked, you had to be able to speak English to come here. Now we're catering to anything and everybody. You got a driver's license, I'll go ahead and vote. Pennsylvanians then get warned about robocalls spreading disinformation and seeking to suppress the vote in November. Now, if this isn't partisan, nothing is. So, Secretary of State Kathy Brokaw and Attorney General Josh Shapiro assured Pennsylvanians today that voting by mail is safe and secure, and that the information about voters will not be shared despite false claims made. Safe and secure. You know, July 7th, I got my son a cake. And I went to this specialty place because it's a specialty Italian bakery. Go figure. I talked to PennDOT today and the Turnpike people. Everything's getting lost in the mail. So Josh Shapiro, how could you say it's not a problem? No party line action there. Not in our town, but how about our country? This comes from the West Wing. How in the hell can Americans sit back and watch gangs of dangerous extremists maraud through cities, burning buildings, throwing rocks, bottles, explosives at police, and attacking the elderly? Frank Malia writes in Real Clear Politics. Well, we already saw Mr. Peduto in Pittsburgh. When they went to his house, then there was a problem. But not until they went to his house. First part of our segment. If you missed it, you want to go back and pick that up. Another major deal, President Trump brought Siberia and Kosovo together at the White House Friday. The leaders announced historic commitment to economic normalization between the two. By focusing on job creation and economic growth, the two countries were able to reach a major breakthrough, something nobody thought was going to be possible, said Donald Trump. Yep, just the facts, folks. Just the facts. Now, we're going to go to weather. And here's some interesting stuff with that. I want to kind of tell you, 81 degrees outside. And we're going to take a look at radar. Clear in Ohio, clear in Pittsburgh. And excuse me as I shoo a fly away. Sometimes they sneak in here. 81 degrees, 74% humidity, winds are calm. 30.11 is the barometric pressure, dew point 72. Visibility 10 miles, heat index 85. So we're going to give you the first look at the overnight. as I believe we're going to get down to 62 tonight, and then the forecast for the rest of the week. We'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Weather, and well, after last night's clear low of 62, how are things looking? Well, as you take a look at this local radar, and we'll get it up for you here in a second, what we see is bang, local radar. Clear, looking good, and the national scene clear from Florida all the way up and out to the west. We'll have a southwesterly flow that will keep us in good shape. So let's get to the forecast. Last night, clear low 62. Wednesday, sunshine 88. Wednesday night, mostly clear and 62. Thursday, sunshine 84. Thursday night, partly cloudy, a low of 57. Friday, sunshine 77. And Friday night, mostly cloudy, 59. Saturday, bebops around, mostly cloudy, a high of 80. Saturday night, clouds build in, mostly cloudy. Chance of showers goes up to 60%. We'll have an overnight low of 63. Sunday, mostly cloudy, 78. Showers and thunderstorms, 60% chance. Sunday night, mostly cloudy, 58. And 30% chance as rain begins to cut off. You head into Monday, partly sunny with a high of 75. Not real shabby as you take a look at Lawrence County 45 weather. Got a nice stretch for a nice 4 days, and we'll get some rain on Sunday, but we'll be back at it come Monday. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take this break, hear from these great people, and we'll be right back.
Elham's for one great dining experience. Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't need a whole car to score at Lindy's Lunch. Before the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch.
2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give every Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
So we're back. That's going to do it for NCTV45 and Nightly Newswatch. Make sure you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, why, that's NCTV45. And as we get out of here, I'm going to tell you, make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super evening in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great evening, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow with Newswatch.